Pushrod Fury. Good morning. Oh yeah. Our Yukon camping. Look at that. A little frost on the edges of the picnic table. It's cold out. I'm going to tell you that right now. It is chilly. Turn the bike on and find out how cold it is. Okay. More frost. Ooh, it got cold last night. Let's do this live. Oh yeah. Slippery when frosty, as they say up here. It's just a quick little look-see-loo. The old temperature. Oh yeah. Morning. To try to keep the cold, or to stay warm, we took hot rocks from the fire, nice hot ones, put them in this bag, brought them in the tent to see what the specific heat of these stones are and the mass. Maybe 20 pounds, 30 pounds. See how much heat we had. Little BTUs. And more proof positive. We got ice in our platypus. And plenty of it. Chilly Willy. After a few hours of really cold riding, we arrive at Whitehorse. Whitehorse is something else. First of all, we booked a room at the 98 Hotel, which is a series of rooms with shared bathrooms attached to a really rough dive bar. The locals met us out front and said, hey folks, do not park your bikes on the main street. Go around back and park them back there so they don't get any attention, if you will. So we heeded to that advice, moved the bikes around back, nothing went missing. Then we went out to explore, and here we are at Miles Canyon, walked across the suspension bridge, and just checked out the energy of the water going through this passage. It's really interesting to see some of the historical photos where they're taking rowboats and these flat-bottom boats up the river through this passageway. Parks Canada offered an amazing history lesson about this sternwheeler ship, the Klondike. The ship was built to bring passengers, goods, and services up the Yukon River and supply all of the business and the folks that lived there and worked there, everything that they needed. So it carried goods up for them to consume, and then it would also take the ore back down to the areas where it would be processed. And this ship has such a colorful history. You've got to check it out. However, this was the very last tour that was going to be given by Parks Canada on this ship before they close it completely and begin a very large scale restoration. So it'll be a few years before you can actually get a tour of the ship, but it was really impressive. It had a very colorful history, and I just encourage you to look up the history of that boat. Hey, remember this guy Mike and his crazy motorcycle and trailer combo? Well, it's been 3 days since we've seen him last, and he just so happened to be in the same parking lot as us in Whitehorse. It turns out he lives there. He saw us and waved us over. We had a good chat, and then he invited us to dinner. We spent hours talking about motorcycles and all kinds of great stuff. Mike really added a lot of substance to our visit to Whitehorse.
drive through the collision area. I'm thinking it's a good thing we each drank like 1 ounce of water today.
What an incredible day of riding and getting in all those beautiful views around Destruction Bay. We ended up spending the night at Discovery Yukon Lodgings. Cabins are absolutely adorable, really comfortable. The food was great, and they had refreshing beverages that they delivered right to the cabins. This also used to be an army base for when the Corps of Engineers was building the highway through Alaska and Canada. And some of the original equipment from the Corps of Engineers is still there. So you can spend a lot of time walking around the grounds, checking out the scenery, of course, but also getting to enjoy all of the military antiques and so on that are all throughout the facility. Thanks for watching. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe, set your notifications. We've got more episodes coming.